street photography, it's about raw energy, unfiltered moments, a glimpse into everyday life. It's about capturing the soul of a city, the pulse of humanity, and the beauty of the mundane. The best part, you don't need fancy gear, you don't need a studio. All you need is a camera and an eye for the extraordinary within the ordinary. Street photography is for everyone, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. It's about exploring your world, one frame at a time. It's about finding beauty in unexpected places, in the laughter of children playing, in the wrinkles of an old man's face, in the way the light dances on a building. So grab your camera, step outside, and immerse yourself in the rhythm of the streets. Let's capture some magic, together. Let's talk gear, but remember, the best camera is the one you have with you. Don't get bogged down by fancy equipment. A simple setup can be incredibly effective for street photography. Start with a camera you're comfortable with. DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, even smartphones can work wonders. Choose a lens that suits your style. A wide-angle lens, 24 to 35 millimeters, is great for capturing a broader scene. A prime lens, 35 or 50 millimeters, offers a classic look and feel. Consider a camera with silent shutter mode. This helps you blend in and capture candid moments. A comfortable strap is essential. You'll be walking and shooting for hours. Invest in a good one to distribute weight evenly. Don't overthink it. The key is to have a camera that's ready to shoot, because in street photography, timing is everything. Street photography is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about observation, patience, anticipation. It's about seeing the world with fresh eyes, noticing the details that others miss. Train your eye to spot interesting subjects. Look for unique characters, intriguing interactions. Pay attention to gestures, expressions, the way people move through space. Find a spot with good foot traffic, a busy street corner, a park bench, a cafe. Observe the flow of people, anticipate their movements, and be ready to capture that fleeting moment. Remember, the best street photographs tell a story. They evoke emotion, they make you feel something. And it all starts with observation. Don't shy away from challenging weather. Embrace it. Rain, snow, fog. They can add mood and drama to your street photography. Overcast days provide soft, diffused light, perfect for portraits and capturing details. Rainy days offer reflections. Puddles become mirrors. Capture the city lights reflecting on wet streets. Experiment with slow shutter speeds to create motion blur. Capture the streaks of car lights or the movement of people rushing by. Fog creates a sense of mystery. Landmarks peek through the haze. Use it to your advantage. Capture silhouettes of people walking through the fog. Experiment with different compositions. Remember, there's no such thing as bad weather in street photography, just different opportunities. Section 5. Light and shadow, painting with contrasts. Light is the language of photography, and in street photography, it's your paintbrush. Pay attention to the quality of light. Hard light creates strong shadows, while soft light creates a more even illumination. Look for interesting shadows. They can add depth and dimension to your photos. Use shadows to create silhouettes or to highlight a particular subject. Experiment with shooting at different times of day. Golden hour, the hour after sunrise and before sunset, offers warm, magical light. Blue hour, the hour after sunset and before sunrise, bathes the city in cool, ethereal tones. Don't be afraid to experiment with light and shadow. Play with contrasts, push the boundaries, and see what kind of magic you can create. Section 6. Mastering composition, framing your street scenes. Composition is key in street photography. It's about arranging elements within the frame to create a visually compelling image. Use leading lines to draw the viewer's eye into the photo. Look for lines created by roads, buildings, or even shadows. Experiment with different perspectives. Shoot from high angles to create a sense of scale. Get low to the ground for a more intimate perspective. Try tilting your camera for a Dutch angle. It can add a sense of dynamism or unease. The rule of thirds is a classic compositional guideline. Imagine dividing your frame into 9 equal parts using 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines. Place your subject at one of the intersections for a more balanced composition. Remember, rules are meant to be broken. Don't be afraid to experiment, find your own style, and most importantly, have fun. Section 7. Juxtaposition and symmetry, adding layers of meaning. Juxtaposition is a powerful tool in street photography. It's about placing 2 contrasting elements side by side to create a sense of irony, humor, or social commentary. Look for contrasts in age, style, wealth, or emotion. Symmetry can also add a sense of order and balance to your photos. Look for symmetrical compositions in architecture, reflections, or even human interactions. Use leading lines to draw the viewer's eye to the point of symmetry. Look for patterns and repetitions. They can create a sense of rhythm and movement in your photos. Experiment with different angles and perspectives to see how they affect the composition. Remember, street photography is about more than just capturing moments. It's about telling stories, evoking emotions, and making the viewer think. Section 8. Ethics and Respect Navigating Public Spaces. Street photography is about capturing life as it unfolds, but it's important to do so ethically and respectfully. Always be mindful of the people you're photographing. If someone asks you not to take their picture, respect their wishes. When photographing children, it's essential to obtain permission from their parents or guardians. Be aware of your surroundings. Avoid photographing in sensitive areas, such as military bases or private property without permission. Remember, street photography is a privilege, not a right. Be respectful of the people and places you're photographing, and when in doubt, ask for permission. By being mindful of these ethical considerations, you can enjoy street photography while respecting the privacy and dignity of others. Section 9. Conclusion. Capturing the soul of the streets. Street photography is a journey, an exploration, a constant learning experience. Keep your camera close. Be observant, embrace the unexpected, and never stop exploring. Remember, the best camera is the one you have with you. Don't be afraid to experiment, break the rules, find your own unique voice, and capture the soul of the streets. The streets are your canvas. Go out there and create something extraordinary. I can't wait to see what you capture.
One of the biggest challenges of street photography is capturing candid moments without disrupting the scene. The key is to blend in, to become an observer rather than an intruder. Move quietly, be mindful of your surroundings, and avoid making your subjects feel uncomfortable. Anticipate the moment, observe people's behavior, their body language, and look for potential interactions. A split second can make all the difference between a missed opportunity and a captivating shot. Be ready to raise your camera and shoot quickly. Don't be afraid to get close to your subjects. A close perspective can create a sense of intimacy and immediacy, drawing the viewer into the scene. However, always remember to be respectful. If someone makes eye contact and seems uncomfortable, smile politely and lower your camera. Not every shot needs to be taken. Section 4. Light, camera, action, chasing the light. Light is the language of photography, and mastering it is essential for creating compelling images. Pay attention to how the light falls on your subjects, how it creates shadows and highlights. Early morning and late afternoon, known as the golden hours, offer soft, warm light that can transform your photos. Don't shy away from challenging lighting conditions. Overcast days provide soft, diffused light that's perfect for portraits, while harsh sunlight can be used to create dramatic shadows and contrasts. Experiment with different times of day and weather conditions to see how they impact your images. Look for interesting ways to incorporate reflections, silhouettes, and patterns created by light and shadow. These elements can add depth, intrigue, and visual interest to your photographs. Remember, light is your paintbrush. Use it creatively to bring your vision to life. Street photography, respecting boundaries. Street photography involves capturing the lives of strangers, and it's crucial to approach it with sensitivity and respect. Remember, you're documenting real people with real lives, not just subjects in your frame. Always prioritize their privacy and dignity. Obtain consent when possible, especially when photographing vulnerable individuals or in sensitive situations. A simple smile, nod, or gesture can go a long way in establishing trust and respect. If someone asks you to delete their photo, respect their wishes. Avoid exploiting or misrepresenting your subjects. Street photography should aim to capture the human experience authentically and respectfully. Don't stage photos or manipulate situations solely for the sake of a good shot. Remember, the heart of street photography lies in capturing genuine moments. Makes perfect. Embrace the learning curve. Like any art form, street photography requires practice and patience. Don't be discouraged if your first attempts don't meet your expectations. Keep shooting, experiment with different techniques, and learn from your mistakes. The more you practice, the more your eye will develop and the more confident you'll become. Seek inspiration from other photographers, but don't be afraid to develop your own style. Study the work of masters like Henri Cartier-Bresson, Vivian Mayer, and Gary Winogrand, but don't try to copy them. Let their work inspire you to find your own unique voice. The beauty of street photography is that there are no rules, no right or wrong answers. It's about your unique perspective, your interpretation of the world around you. So get out there, explore your city, and see the world through a different lens. In the conversation, share your story. The journey of street photography is best shared. Connect with other photographers, share your work, and exchange ideas. Join online communities, attend workshops, or simply strike up a conversation with someone whose work you admire. Learning from others is an invaluable part of growth. And to all the aspiring street photographers out there, I encourage you to pick up your cameras and hit the streets. Embrace the challenge, the uncertainty, and the thrill of capturing life as it unfolds. You never know what stories you'll discover. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What draws you to street photography? Share your experiences, your favorite tips, and your thoughts in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and celebrate the beauty of this incredible genre together. Connect with me and other photographers on. Let's keep the conversation going.